Hey guys, hope you're having a good day. So today I'd like to talk to you about getting a unique or niche item out into the marketplace. I will be going later on in the video about how you can do this when you can't use your normal Facebook and Google advertising, because there will be times and products where you can't do that. But first of all, we're going to nail down how exactly we get something out there when people don't know anything about it. So first of all, we've got to do a little bit of benchmarking. So we're going to look at some of the competition that we have in the marketplace if you're doing a niche stuff, or similar products if you are doing something that's completely unique. Now, the best way to get any form of product out to people is to think, what are we like as animals? Well, we're very visual. Vision is one of our most important senses. You've got like vision, hearing, then you've got your tastes, your smells, things like that. So even if you're like looking at a perfume advert, you've got smiling people, they're happy, they're having fun. This is to show people that the product is fun and that it is good. So even though people can't actually smell it, even if they can't taste food that is on their screen, you are giving a visual demonstration of what someone can get. And the first bite is with the eye when it comes to this kind of stuff. So it's really, really important to sort of think of it as a visual thing. And I like video over doing images, because images, you can have a little bit of text, but that can get in the way of things. It's much, much better to show people and demonstrate the product. So you want to do a bit of benchmarking, you want to find out how other people are putting their products out there. And when you're doing this, look at the kind of language that they use. How do they get the product out there when they're talking about it? You want to read their blogs and sort of look at the audiences that they have, because this will make your job a lot easier. Now, I love YouTube for advertising. I think it's absolutely fantastic. And one of the beautiful things about YouTube is you don't have to sell in the ads. You just have to make people aware. So I like SEO. So I basically use my knowledge of blog writing, and I've got loads and loads of blogs that I've written over the years, where I have basically managed to make a lot of money doing this kind of thing and drawing people's attention to specific products. Because the most important thing when you've got something that not a lot of people know about is to find a way to sell it, which means that you've got to have like your brand name in the text in the blog and your product name in the text in the blog. So it's really, really good to sort of get that out there by writing about it, because the internet is, when it crawls your website, all of that information is going to be picked up by the internet. So if people see your video, they look for the product, and you've got a very specific name for that product, they're going to be able to find your blogs much more easily. They're going to be able to find out where they can buy your product, which is absolutely great. So you're basically going to be miles ahead. But the most important thing is getting that product out there. So make some videos, write some information in the description, and in your little YouTube tags and things like that, you want to put tags for similar sort of products as well as the main product. And you can do this for like 50, 100 videos. It doesn't matter. The more videos that you've got out there across the more platforms, the more chance you've got of being picked up. Now, when it comes to certain types of products, like I'm having to work with a company that's technically dealing with pyrotechnics, even though they're kind of like safe indoor fireworks, you can't use normal traditional Facebook advertising. So your normal advertising streams are going to be down a little bit. You can't use Google advertising. It's a really big problem. So how the hell do we deal with this situation? So what we do is we do information, health and safety videos, how to do these kind of things, 5 fantastic ideas for X business, and you can have the product being part of these videos, because you're not directly trying to sell it. That way, when people are looking to upscale their business and do funky, cool new things to sort of increase their business, they will look and they will see your product and they'll think, well, maybe I can try this, maybe I can try using that. But that's kind of when you're really, really looking for a very niche audience, and in my case, I am. So the way that I'm setting it up is I'm creating a video, then what I do is I write a huge ream of text, so there's a huge amount of information there on the product in the actual description, including the brand name and everything else like that, but no links. because I'm dealing with pyrotechnics and we shouldn't be doing that. So the thing is, the business will then see, and then they will read, and then they will go and they will try and get hold of it. So that's kind of the hook that I've got to deal with. But when it comes to this specific brand, I am highly restricted. So not only do I have a niche product that's really, really hard to sell, I have a very specific audience, which is, I'm lucky if there's one per town. In terms of the people that I'm going to be selling this to. So this is a really big problem. And when it comes down to it, the most important thing is getting the product out to people in this situation in a way where normal people can see it and they can potentially recommend it to friends and family and things like that who own these businesses. So the most important thing when you're hitting a very small niche audience is hitting as many people as you possibly can. So there are many different ways of doing this, and so for example, let's say you go onto Facebook. Let's say you've got a normal product. It's a little bit easier with this. What you're going to want to do is you're going to create a post about the product. You want to share it into buy and sell groups from your business page. You can have a link in that. That's cool. As long as you're not breaking any form of advertising regulations, you are doing absolutely fine with that. When it comes to stuff which is a little bit more complicated, the best way to do it is you're just going to have to work around the fact that you can't like put out a Facebook advert, you can't put out a Google ad with these things. So the only way you can pick up traffic is to pick up like random traffic. So like 10 cool ideas that you can do for your birthday party. And you can have it maybe as the first video, maybe as the second. Show people things, because these are, in my case, these are safe indoor fireworks. So it's like you can show these kind of things off, and people think, oh wow, that really, really jazz my birthday up. And the thing is, when it comes down to it, even if you're producing for a very, very specific and small audience, that ultimately doesn't matter. What matters is you're getting your products off the shelf, because otherwise they're just going to be sitting there. So basically, for me as an advertiser, I'm going to have to be fighting a little bit to try and get more sort of visibility on these products, because I have a lot of restriction here. But if you've got any product problems getting one of your products out into the marketplace, just leave me a message. I'll get back to you. I'm not looking for any money or anything like that, but I'm very, very happy to sort of talk you through how you can get this out there and how you can start to sell your product. Anyway, you have a fantastic day. I've rambled for far too long, but it's been a while since I sort of made a proper video, so thanks for joining me. Anyway, take care. Bye.